don't forget that there's, well, it could be that there's two types on this plane, and they experience ups and downs in a different way, you know. And if you can imagine the ones that, well, I was going to say suffer the most, are the ones that are intelligent. Say they kind of see really what's happening. Well, you know, I'm here to tell you that you can bust through that suffering. But I wanted to talk about suffering, though, how it's necessary. You know, there's just a suffering all around. Particularly, mainly, babes, the suffering comes from being attached. And you've heard that, right? You've always heard that. The Buddhists are talking about it. And pardon me, get the lighting kind of, I don't know. Um, no matter what, I'm turning 50. And you know, I have stress that doesn't help to be broken down, you know, systematically. By what, Shauna? Well, did you notice the government out there? Woo! When are we going to come together more? I mean, really, who has the capability? If it's happening, why don't I know about it? And what do I mean? Where are we going? Whew, I just think that I'm an Aquarius moon, and I have a video probably 8 or 9 years ago of the same pathetic pitch. I'm just getting ready for my oh, what's this thing? I'm just getting ready for Pluto to go over my moon, and I think I'll be fine. You know, it trines my planets, and it's a trine, so it's kind of weird to have Pluto going over the moon. Oh God, that's not easy. And see, because I went through the Pluto Saturn going over my moon, and I'm still getting over the trauma of that time era when there was also Jupiter was in Aquarius, I think. But the main thing is that it was squaring Uranus too, and then well, Uranus was squaring my moon too. That was not easy. But when there's a conjunction, it's a fusing of the two, and it's best to be awake, you know, because there is that energy in your life. It's just like it's just one with it, and yeah, in the 12th house, it's pretty much for everybody. I'm humanity. I mean, sorry, in the 11th house, um, Aquarius, it rules friends, our social circles, but the friends comes up, you know, all of the ways, of course, social media, technology, all of the ways that electricity is connecting us in a very scientific manner. I mean, talking about the heart, real live, like we've talked about it before, like beyond what technology is missing, because really technology is derived from the sciences that have studied out of what's rendering up reality itself. Hello, human heart, router, brain, kind of receiver of a lot of things. And anyway, to just be able to, it's like a computer, you know, and so anyway, it has a memory bank that, cartoon land, you know, we can really get into that. And anyway, this video wanted to talk about how different it is in the air right now. See, I wanted to talk, yeah. See, I think that as far as the split thing, the two different types here, okay, it's rare to find people that are heart activated. If they are, they're in disguise, right? I'm learning this, is that you can't tell everybody the full. I've never been that way anyway until social media, right? But you never tell people the full story about your pot of gold, you know, or something like that, you know. Um, but then there's a thing called vulnerable that human beings do, because there isn't any other way to, in case, you know, you wanted to, how about this? Charge. Charge is a real word electrically, right? You want to zing, and well, who needs energy? Well, if they need the energy, they're darn well going to have to pay, right? Pay what? I think they should pay attention. Because when I have 3 apple trees that are getting bigger and bigger and I really need to prune them, and I'll do it, but there's tons of apples that are coming and I give them away. See, don't you think that they should pay attention? Pay attention. Look who's doing what and how. See, I get a charge when those boxes empty. It's just automatic where that's the kind of person that I am. I love being generous with the things that overflow of me. And part of it is, yes, I own property that have apple tree on it. So I put the apples upstairs and they empty out within just 2 days. Massive big basket of apples. And so then it makes me happy. When I see, I think that, well, particularly because of the way some people were treating me in the neighborhood, who they didn't like that I told them no about the asphalt. And one of them in particularly, I think if you were watching, they cut the blossoms off of their apple tree right in front of, not me, but yes, me. I looked over and I saw it and I was like, I had to go get therapy. But I feel sorry for the neighbor directly in front of them watching this. I mean, I guess they're okay with it. It's fine. It's better than the year before when their 120 apples or more, they were there, and he has a different type of apple tree, and they got red. They were red, I guess, red apple, but then they fell off the tree, they went onto the ground, and then they were there, and then they turned brown. And so then, meantime, I'm giving away my apples to the everybody, and I received notes that says, "Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Oh, blah blah blah. We can't wait to get them home and cook a pie." And that's my payment. I mean, genuinely, I'm a generous person, and when I feel like that it has done something well for somebody, sorry, call me crazy, but you know what? No, I think we're gonna have to start charging, right? Real money. People don't even understand the charge thing. See, they got a charge and I got a charge. Nobody lost anything. See, I didn't. See, the money thing is terrible, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Because it's hooked into all kinds of, like especially enslavement, pain, suffering. Talk about suffering now, Hans. There's a right way and a wrong way to suffer. There really is. Right suffering, correct relationship, right relationship, correct suffering, which is of the because we all know it comes out of the mind, but especially though the worst suffering, the wrong one, is when we are attached to the mind. That's the real attachment that we talk about, because it's hard to sort out all of the attachment, right? When we talk about, oh, suffering is caused by attachment. Well, is it by attachment to mind? And I tried to say something in my last video that I think I'm going to post it before, later in the afternoon. Sorry about the time shift. Maybe not. I don't know. But this is the 16th of August, and it's updated. I am officially in a better state of mind. Hoping to get my get my Apple ID number straightened out, and that's, see, it's something that I figured out before, and I can't remember how exactly it happened. I guess I can go on. See, you have to just research this stuff, and you learn each time you have to do this darn stuff, and there's so much to learn, right? And I should have paid attention last time, but I learned a little bit more this last time. So anyway, thanks for, I was trying to talk about, well, that thing's probably, I don't know, I'm under the impression that I have a family here, I mean, that this is supposed to help, I say it's supposed to help the human being. Because what more of a application do we need to log into in order to communicate over than, and this is getting daring, but outer space, which is the space in between here and here. The space in between here and here. I shouldn't do that anymore. See, I'm sacrificing myself just to make a point here, and I shouldn't do that anymore. Christ, did you do that? I sure did. But yes, we have outer space, and so that was worth $5 just to hit myself in the head. Attention! Trying to get your attention? Not really. I'm one of these people that if we level out, I'm going to keep trying to, not trying, I'm just going to keep, well, I'll take you on a little adventure. Mail me $500,000. I know a couple people, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be at least $1 million because there's a couple people I want to give money to, and then, or five maybe. I'd love to start the trend. We have to start the trend of just running into somebody randomly and handing them $10,000. And don't even show your face. Well, just say, hi, thank you, have a nice day. Just treat it like nothing, though. Just, we've always done this, and they will have to do the same thing when they get $10,000. Imagine they're going to be able to bump into somebody and give them $2,000 and say, don't even do, I mean, what? You know, it doesn't matter who it is, really doesn't matter. Do not be discriminatory. Well, you know, see if that person can handle it. Oh. By that time, baby, we do handle it. See, we know what to do. Those people are not hurting as bad as we think. With this, no, this is, I was getting back to the outer space, final frontier. That is our real live witness. You know, the cameras are there to tell us and help us, you know, because people have lost their witness. They've lost their ability to come clean, right? That's the word. Come clean, babe. You know, and what, you can't blame babe or whoever because they are in fact a narcissist who did not open their account with reality. That application is very complicating to log into. You have to have a certain password called now. I know reality. Reality is now. And they couldn't talk to us about what now is. I mean, they could, but anxiety sets in pretty soon. We have to go do something. We definitely have to go do something. There's something more important than, they are far more real. They're far more real than anything that they have to be present to as far as the present, if you've noticed. And so you'll have to put up with their credentials. They carry them right there. You know, I am far more real than just being kindness in the moment now, just available. Let's see. If I did, you know, if we do, and I might, you never know, because I never tried, and it's going to happen soon. How? Look at this thing. Look at it! Okay, I love everybody, but the ones that have money. Babes, you are playing probably, see, the video game goes like this. You can starve people out, or you don't have to. Now, when I say that, that's given. We already been doing that. See, you starved somebody out. You don't know it. If you chose to buy the cheaper franks or ice cream or sweater or anything, see, and you don't know that the organic is really much more better for you, but they made it cheaper, man. They made it buy one and get 6 free, 12-pack. Buy one 6, sorry, you know what I mean. And so you starve somebody out. Right now, the big starve out is by the computer, and it's just people that just want to make money from what? People trading what? Handcraft things? Who knows? But all it is, I think, what I think it is, it's a huge distraction. Everybody, yeah, the survival game, you know, just thinking that you really need to get your bills paid is a huge distraction, right? People are talking about, Greg Braden talked about it, so I'll talk about it just for the layman to understand. You know, that's what I'm here for, is I'm here for the darn worst of the worst off, and that are struggling, and they're like, and we do need to open this up and say, no, this is, dare to do it. Just dare be transparent, if that's a word. Listen to the word, transparent. A transparent? Yes. I'm a transparent. in the Celestine prophecy, they talk about people that become so egoless, I guess, that they kind of like disappear. And I might be one of those people because I only show up in a hologram to you. And will I ever show up? See, can you ever make it to me? What is in front of you? I think it's the mind barrier, right? Let's get back to the possibility. How do you like Shauna's sci-fi so far? The possibility of there being only two types of people on the planet, and maybe it is. It's not really necessarily men and women, but there's something strange going on there also. No, we see that men might be a little bit more trapped in the matrix or something. And it's like, but no, women are too. See, I'm only speaking for myself, and after a while, it's like, yeah, Shauna, who are you? Well, did I mention to you that I was God? I've gotten information from I don't know where. Hi, people that can relate that you're being downloaded with stuff, and you're also noticing a whole other way, and people, so-called people. Hello, do you have your glasses? The They Live movie where it's like, what is this place? Excuse me? I would love to help, whatever the problem is, but then you can kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but there's a lot of frequencies in the air right now. Where are the planets? Woo! But I tried to mention something on my last video, and I didn't want to go there, because it's like, there's a sifting going on, and there's buoyancy, and then there's falling. There's some that are falling, and then there's some that are becoming buoyant, more and more buoyant. How does it happen? Well, light as a feather. So here we are in August, and we're already way over here with Venus and Virgo is going very quickly, kind of like skipping a degree or two a day. And already at the 16th, boy, I can't believe how fast time is going. The day just got a little cooler, and it's like, by this time next month, we're going to be seeing signs of it pulling into autumn, and um, then it could snow around here by October 4th. I've seen 4 inches of snow on the ground. We've crunched around in our costumes in the snow, is what I'm saying. So yeah, we love the Venus and Virgo. We have Venus and Virgo now, which takes care of problems. It can really do detailed work. Yeah, and with the Mercury, because Venus is Mercury ruled, we look at Mercury going backwards. It's like, hold on a minute, just wait a minute. We saw something very clearly. We were really getting into the work about a week ago. Yeah, and you saw that you can get into this detail of something. It's very possible to just do a cram of active. Now I say active because we have Mars is in Gemini, Mercury ruled also, and with Jupiter there, that's very active, and then toned down with, see, we have a T-square. See, I see nothing but good with this mutable square in the air, and I actually feel it. Now, why do I feel it as good? Probably because well, first of all, Mars is trining my moon. It's involved in the trine. I have Jupiter trining my moon. Don't ignore that. That's very, very good feeling emotionally. Able to heal. For our generation, Libras, it's very much true. Um, yeah, but with the fact that it's Mars there and it's being toned down and stuff, and we really needed this for a long time, for Mars to be toned down, and then for there to be this look into something that it's a real problem solver as far as the Gemini in the air and the Virgo in the air. These people can really get shit done if they can just get along and get over their differences. Gotta respect Gemini, gotta respect Virgo, gotta respect Sagittarius, and gotta respect Pisces. Now I'm feeling for Sagittarius right now. Hello, Sagittarius people. I hope it's okay with you guys. It causes a grand trine between all these planets. The Virgo, that's the only one that's missing, is out of the Pisces Gemini and Virgo square that's going to be happening here in the middle of the month. It's happening like right now. And you see, I'm having a Venus return. And see, I was trying to explain about that it's possible that it's rare to find a human being on the planet. And whatever difficulty you're experiencing, it's probably because you need to get into your more human side, which is the ability to be very present with things. And the advice is still happening over there with the fact that we have these planet Venus going to trine Uranus over here. We have a Uranus aspect that's going to start shaking us up, babes. We're going to start feeling it here on the 20th. Very auspicious because it's the moon first squares, and then it right here. You cannot make this up. Mercury is going to be squaring also the Uranus, and that's see, we're looking at like media, the airwaves, and the show, the light show, Leo, egos. It's kind of hidden behind the sun there, so it's a big blow up of now the holographic field. Really, now it could be a good glow up because Venus is trining in Earth. There's Earth in the air. We have Earth, Venus. Venus is playing a huge, amazing role right now because of the Venus ruled Uranus. And we've always had a Venus ruled Uranus for the last 7 or so years because, well, 6 years, it's just finishing up. Because it's in Taurus, and it's a weird place for Uranus, but we've needed this, like, hook into Gaia, is what they call it, which is everything that has to do with what is this place, planet Earth, and now we look into all kinds of fields, the water and the air and just Earth itself, right? And how, did you know that the darn thing is alive? And that it also that we can pick up that intelligence is kind of tap into the ley lines and all sorts of its resourcing ability to give and be what it is hijacked. As far be what it is for what, Shauna, how, what? For us. You see, it's kind of torn down. I'm telling you, this place is a huge ruins site. It includes the massive mountains that you drive around and call that are mountains. It's something else, babes. The rocks, the uniqueness of them all. Volcanoes, we know what volcanic rock looks like. So start thinking a bit, this is material that's laying around from not too long ago. They have ability, babes. There's technological weapons, and we are under the strangest. Okay, it's, who knows? Maybe it's wartime siege, and do what you can on this funny farm with what? Well, here we are. We got this thing, and it's kind of a game. It's a video game. This particular thing is when you go out in Mother Nature, it's something you yourself, your body. You only have so much time here to pick something up of your real life that begins to understand what exactly is happening to the point where it's like you can be like this Neo, but let's talk about how that there are two different kinds of people here that they're hanging on to one is hanging on to every word I'm saying, going, damn, what happened to Shauna? Well, set some boundaries and love yourself and accept love in your life, accept the help that's there, love people, love people, love people, love people, accept. See, babes, for some of us, getting out of this phase, see, we're heading back through something one more time. It includes, well, now we have this Neptunian thing, and I'm pointing back at Sagittarius, which is also this thing that's going to sneak up with Neptune. Immutable with the squares that we're talking about. Boy, anybody picking up on anything? Well, look, for me, you need to become more grounded and in your microcosm of just here now, what next in the here now. Like, for instance, me, I need to go make breakfast, babes. It's 9 o'clock, and, well, it's more like brunch now, and, well, we can do this. And getting back into your meditation of that's what Taurus, Uranus, in Taurus has been communicating this whole time, and I've talked about it years before. The same thing is I'm doing the hourglass thing because there's as above, so below. So if you ground yourself, see, more than ever, here I am in the West, and it's like, you know what? Excuse me. To the neighbors who are slinging asphalt and deeply asleep, but I'm not. And see, I don't know how to work my way into this community without being the strangest thing. Just saying no. Can you have respect for the ones who have made it here, that have a very different connection altogether? See, I don't want to talk about it much, I guess, here, but I see, I'm being a human being, making myself vulnerable. And see, I'm seeing on a time scale that is generational, right? And see, I'm open for anything. See, there's an opening for anything right now. We don't know what's going to happen. Babes, this is the way life is, period. And all of the cosmos is trying to always move us into, oh, it's divine play going on with the succession of and the cyclic journey, and mainly like what I'm trying to say in my last video also, of how that, and I went off the subject matter, but I was trying to alert you to how that it's happening for different people at different levels. You know, some people will graduate now, some people have already graduated. The Celestine Prophecy book, just fiction, you know, any book, but I remember it talked about that basically you kind of disappear from view. You're not aligned with. It's a vibrational frequency. It's not like whole worlds that is changing. No, it's levels of consciousness. It's levels that we are either being buoyant about, and we have hit the way of being buoyant, which you need to literally know that whatever's weighing you down and feels down, then you have to let it go. Because that very let go and making space more for something, see, that's the key, right? A lot of people don't know how to let go because they don't see that how it can work for them. Okay, so pardon us. You know, pardon the whole entire population running for money, which is never their idea. It's never their idea. And they fall into that fucking trap. And see, now I'm talking about some people, like with this thing, on this thing, they're saying, oh, I made $5.6 million just doing this on the internet all day, and it was not even my information. See, it's all set up, and it's like this weird, it's there, all this stuff with the computer saying, and I made $10 million doing, it's really exuberant amount of money, and it's like, well, but where are they on the matrix, or in the level I was trying to tell you, like, that money, is like $500,000, or it's just $5, and I made, but then I have a bill that's $300,000, and I have another bill that's $750,000 because I own 6 houses and I don't know what to do with them, and I'm one of those people, right? When is fucking humanity going to come together, like say, okay, good for you. I think I talked about this in one of my other videos, and I don't know if I'm putting them up. And because it gets really controversial, I mean, last time I was talking about it, it's horrible. I'm talking about men. Men are the ones that needed money. Because why? Because women were asking them to be intelligent. When? When do they need to be intelligent? Well, through going down here. They need to learn. And if they don't, well, that's just a sign that nobody should be having children with them because they're stupid. They can't learn. They can't be present. They can't care. And we're trying to have a good time. So that's obvious. So then whoever was pushed off over there, because we don't believe in killing those people. I mean, they, whatever, you know, maybe they can learn. Uh-oh, what is that one killing and eating the other one? Are they eating? What are they eating? They did make their own civilization, and they need money. They need money to control what? Continue the movie. Comment section down below. I'm getting ready to go get out of here. I'm being chased. Hi, Christ, is that you? Well, she says, ride this crucifix. And I'm like, that's weird. And you look weird. Get out of here.